Say it's alright. Say it's alright. It's alright. Have a good time, 'cause it's alright. Oh, it's alright. Now listen to the beat. Kinda pat your feet. You got soul, and everybody knows that it's alright. Oh, it's alright. When you wake up early in the morning, feeling sad like so many of us do, just hum a little song, make like your goal, and surely something's gotta come to you. Say it's alright. Say it's alright. It's alright. Have a good time, 'cause it's alright. Oh, it's alright. Now everybody clap your hands. Give yourself a chance. You've got soul. Everybody knows that it's alright. Oh, it's alright. Oh, it's alright. Now everybody clap your hands. Give yourself a chance, 'cause you've got soul. Let me say it again. You've got soul. You've got soul, and everybody knows that it's alright.
Todo está bien, todo está bien, todo está bien, siéntete bien, porque está bien, está bien, es Escucha este beat y lleva el ritmo así. Tienes el sol, sigue a tu corazón, porque está bien, oh, está bien. Cuando sale el sol cada mañana y te sientes triste como yo, canta esta canción, haz que tenga valor. La vida tiene algo para ti y todo está bien. Todo está bien.
Say it's alright. Say it's alright.